So look at this. JKD versus MMA. That guy, the JKD guy's in black, MMA guy, you've seen him before. He's the Taiwanese version of Fight Commentary Breakdowns, but, you know, he's been going at it with MMA. I've been training capoeira, so, you know, he competes too. But anyways, back to this. This Jeet Kune guy is a Jun Fan, as we call it. Jun Fan is Bruce Lee's name in Mandarin. So Jun Fan, however you pronounce it in Cantonese, is how you say it in Cantonese. So he's from the Jun Fan branch of JKD. So, but, okay, so that low horse stance is definitely not something you see in kind of standard Muay Thai inspired striking. So this is full MMA rules, so there are takedowns. Oh, he's... Look at that. He managed to stuff that takedown by MMA guy. It's interesting. Oh, he's in side control. Knee on belly. It's interesting to see how he shifts his levels earlier. It's different than how, like, a wrestler would shift levels, right? Oh, okay. So he's got some ground defense. But he even admitted that in JKD there's not too much of the kind of jiu-jitsu element, especially in the Jun Fan branches. Oh, he's going for an omoplata. Wow. Okay. Not bad. So, now they're going to do just striking. So, no MMA. So, the Taiwanese version, Chen Yu Fei of Fight Commentary Breakdowns, Chen Yu Fei, as we call him, actually lost that first exchange. So, there's definitely a very interesting form of fluidity we see by this JKD master. There's definitely a little bit of a fencing element, especially the Jun Fan branch of JKD, from my understanding, really has a lot of the fencing elements from the JKD, like Bruce Lee's interpretation of JKD. So, I guess what you would say is the Jun Fan people would look a lot more like how Bruce Lee looked right before he passed away. So, whereas like the non-Jun Fan people of JKD would say they keep the essence of Bruce alive, and they would look like how Bruce would probably look like if he didn't pass away. So, now, our JKD guy does have his hands leave his face, but then again, he's got that kind of fencer jab, right? So if he can time it well and evade and get his head off center line, maybe his hands being low, he can actually make it work. But I will insist, and people can debate me, I will insist, hands down, 9 out of 10 times is not a good idea. People are like, oh, Sensei Seth made that one video, therefore, you should always keep your hands. I've had people like try to argue with me. But anyways, this is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu time. So our... Oh, what are you doing, butt squinting? Oh, okay. I wonder... Oh, he's going to try to go for... Is he going to try to go for a leg lock? Oh! JKD guy trying to go for a heel hook. Does he have enough leverage? Oof. I feel like if he cranked that, he probably could have... Interesting. So even though they said jiu-jitsu, they're still kind of slapping. So it's like EBI rules type grappling. This is really awesome. Chen Yu Fei, the Taiwanese version of Fight Commentary Breakdown, just did the stereotypical jiu-jitsu thing. He sat on his butt, but then he tried a little Imanari or Berimbolo roll type of thing. So he didn't just scoot forward, but it was kind of funny he scooted forward. So, I mean, obvious, let's be honest. Our JKD guy, our Jun Fan JKD instructor, has what you would call kind of standard MMA training, I would say, on top of his JKD training. But then you could argue, you know, if you kept Bruce Lee's philosophy alive, you would basically look like an MMA guy with a little bit of flair, right? With a little bit of fencing flair. That's what this guy looks like. He's an MMA guy with a little bit of fencing flair. So he's maybe going, he was thinking about going for a straight ankle lock. Oh, he's in triangle position. Oh, he broke out of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chen Yu Fei's in trouble. Our MMA guy's in trouble. So that was the end of the round. You guys can watch their reflections, but this was probably one of the coolest exchanges I've ever seen, especially that first MMA round. Wow. You saw flares at JKD, but he obviously was prepared for this kind of standard MMA curriculum that our Taiwanese version of Chen Yu Fei had, right? I would argue this guy has probably one of the most effective JKDs for one-on-one in the ring type of sports situations. Now, I would be really curious how he would do without gloves. So we're going to do some Jeff Chan. So Jeff Chan sparring a Jeet Kune person. And I just skipped to the kickboxing rounds. They do some boxing, but you know, a lot of Jeet Kune people probably say, oh, you can't do Jeet Kune just with punching. So we're going to look at this. So right now, there's a little bit more of a flowiness in this Jeet Kune guy, right? You see, Jeff Chan is likely more Muay Thai trained. But as of now, okay, there's a side kick which you associate with Jeet Kune a lot. It's really funny because the sparring toned down a lot. Oh, look at that. A little takedown. You have that in capoeira too, but you know, you have that in many martial arts. Okay. I was gonna say, when they were just doing boxing rounds, they were really going hard. Now it's still kind of hard-ish, but it's not as bad as before. Jeff Chan got some really cool combos. So spin kicks and side kicks, and that kick, that little roundhouse kick to the face too. These are things you see a lot of Jeet Kune guys throw. Oh, Jeff Chan caught the leg. Jeff Chan does the Dutch block a lot. When I think the Dutch block is just, it kind of fits better with your natural kind of instincts. The checking thing that Muay Thai people do, it's I think it's much easier said than done. But focusing on the Jeet Kune Do, ooh, nice. I'm really curious too, guys. How would this look without gloves? Would you be able to see more Jeet Kune Do without gloves at all? Anyways, you guys can watch the rest of this. I mean, Jeff Chan's got more than 7 minutes of this. You guys can watch the rest of this. But this is something I wanted to feature just because this guy, I believe he actually invited Jeff Chan to go spar with him. So, wanted to give him credit too. Go find the full video on Jeff Chan's channel. I know some of you wanted to see the lighter side of things. So this is two JKD guys going at it. Oh! So the guy just got thrown. That guy's a JKD guy from Yunnan who we featured before. His name's Kuhai. And he's challenging a very famous JKD person in Beijing. So the guy in black is a famous JKD person. Kuhai was throwing a spinning back fist, which from a tutorial I found, a Chinese JKD tutorial, which I'll translate for you guys. They actually teach a really interesting sort of close range spinning back fist, spinning elbow. So maybe he's trying that. I don't know. But obviously, look at that. The channel owner here saying, please give a like. Obviously, we know who's actually done real sparring and fighting. It's the JKD guy wearing the black shirt. He's baiting with his face. Kuhai, the other guy, I mean, he's been in the ring, but he usually gets beat up. So, oof, yeah, you can tell. He doesn't have the right types of interception, right? Jia, after all, is intercept. I don't see him intercept. I mean, one easy way to intercept is to attack when they're attacking, right? I don't see any of that. So, look at that. Our JKD guy in black is so confident that he's just not even protecting his face too much. He's like, try me. I will intercept you. So, actually, I thought this was going to be funnier, but this isn't as funny as I thought. So, apologies, guys. That was a standard kind of, almost like a stomping side kick. John Jones throws stuff like that too, but, oh, good leg kick. Yeah. So, Now, second round, according to this channel. Oh, oof. Oh. Kuhai trying to throw the 1-2, but the moment the other JKD guy throws anything, Kuhai just covers up. Zero attempt at interception, trapping, footwork, distance management, nothing. You see? He's going straight forward and straight back. How much longer is this? I might not even watch the full thing. You know what? I'm not going to watch the full thing. I thought this would be funny, but this is it's just cringe. It's not funny. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was Fight Commentary Breakdowns, and we had 3 different interpretations of JKD. All right, guys.